Hi, I'm Janene Rox. I'm a member of the IEU and have been for many, many years. I'm also a preschool director. I've worked in the sector for well over 20 years, 25 years. I was recently invited to represent the IEU members and attend with Federal Secretary Christine Cooper at the National Early Years Strategy Summit, which was held in Canberra at Parliament House. This summit brought together by the Department of Social Services, over 100 delegates, including parents, community organisations, representatives from across government and non-government, as well as academic and business sector representatives to discuss the development of this strategy that the government's putting together. The fact that it was held in the Great Hall of Parliament House really gave it that sense of importance to me, but also the fact that it attracted a range of media organisations truly highlighted that this summit is something that is not only noteworthy, but is going to be more than just talk. It's actions that's coming into place. So we covered key topics such as, the bigger picture of the vision and the priorities for this strategy, as well as how were the government going to make sure the voices of children and families were at the centre of this strategy. The two ministers, Dr. Anne Ali, who's the Minister of Early Childhood Education and Minister for Youth, as well as Minister Amanda Rishworth, who's the Minister of Social Services, they spoke. But what was really wonderful was that they listened to the issues, the topics and the recommendations that were raised by the delegates like myself and Christine that attended. So all of the participants got to then unpack what was discussed by the panel and add our thoughts and our recommendations and our ideas to that discussion, which were recorded and documented as well. So we first focused on that broader vision, then the actual principles that we felt were important for children and families, and finally, what were the priorities we thought the government needed to put into place for these actions and which ones they should choose first. So having Christine from the IEU and myself at this forum really gave us an important and prime opportunity to advocate not only for education of children and their families, but also to explain to the government that to get the best outcome in the early years, they really need to support the most valuable resource in the process, which is early childhood teachers. The federal government, I really get the impression, is committed to change. They really want that high quality, affordable early childhood care for families, and that means supporting us as teachers. I was grateful to be able to speak at the summit and summarise the discussion from our particular table. I left with a feeling of being really optimistic that all the parties that were there, particularly the government parties, really recognise the important role that early childhood teachers play, and that the IEU has a really strong and respected voice in that discussion. So it was a really great event to be part of.